Look at this young lady here. Give her a close-up, man. Doesn't she look like Raquel Welch?
Oh, thank you, George.
This girl here, I knew her as Debbie Thurman. Her daddy owned a upholstery shop down on Union Avenue in Memphis. Elvis used to have his vehicles reupholstered there. And then she came over and auditioned for my television show, Talent Party, and she was a dancer. She was a WHB cutie. And then we had a talk one day after the show, had a cup of coffee in the green room, and gave her some advice. And boy, she headed for Nashville, and you hit it big, honey, with Baby I Lied, #1 song, 1983, was that right?
Yeah, 83 and 84. They called that the song that wouldn't go away, which didn't hurt my feelings at all. And I really do owe you a lot, George. You know, it's like when I was 16 years old, I'd been watching your show and just dreaming of being on there, and I was so honored that, you know, you chose me to be on the show, and then you really did give me some great advice, and I've just always loved you for it.
You've always remained a lady, I know that.
Thank you.
You sure have. Now, you hit over to Nashville.
Yeah.
As we fast forward, you know what a fast forward is on a tape machine.
Yeah.
And you got your foot in the door with doing duets with Jim Reeves. How did that happen?
I did. You know, Herbie K was talking about being at the right place at the right time, and you know, you had given me that wonderful advice to check out Nashville, which I did, and I fell in the nest of a big batch of just great songwriters up at Tree Publishing, and we were celebrating the #1 record by some friends of mine at a party at someone's house one night, and you know, as it happens up there, the guitar started passing around, and I sang a couple of songs. I didn't think a thing about it, but the next day, the engineer of Jim Reeves' new project and a good friend of Bud Logan, who was the producer, called up and he said, Bud Logan heard you sing last night at the party, and he was thinking that you would be great for the Jim Reeves duets. We're doing some duets. Would you like to do it? And I said, I would love to, but Jim Reeves, let's put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. And he goes, yeah. And I go, isn't Jim Reeves gone? He goes, yeah, but we're going to do something very new. We're going to overdub your voice to it. And I went,
yeah, you guys were one of the first that ever did that.
Yeah, really, actually, we were, and it was pretty, you know, cutting edge, and I was so excited to get to do it. And I tell you, George, a couple of those songs really weren't in my key. They were kind of in my higher register, but I said, I am doing this if I have to have an operation. I was so determined. But, you know, we had 3 top 5s on there, and then Joe Galante from RCA, he ran this little contest. He didn't put my name on there. He listed me as the mystery girl. And no one could figure out who I was because I hadn't had a record out at that time. So it was kind of fun.
Okay. Deborah Allen, we're moving on. She had a top 10 record, actually #1 in a lot of markets, called Baby I Lied.
Yeah.
Give me an a cappella line of that.
And now that I can see you walking out of my life, saying goodbye, I realize, baby, I lied.
All right. See what a talent. Not many singers will attempt that, an a cappella on a live television show without music. Okay, Deb, now tell us about Amazing Graceland.
Okay. Well, George, you know, as I said, you know that I grew up here in Memphis, and my parents actually upholstered Elvis's first bus. So he was always in our midst. I didn't get to you know, be his best friends like you did, and you know, but he certainly played a large role in my life. We drove past Graceland every other weekend to see my cousins, and it was always a thrill just to look up and see, you know. Sometimes we caught a glimpse of him up there riding horses and everything. We loved.
But did you write Amazing Graceland?
Yes, I did. What I was leading up to is it wasn't until a couple of years ago, though, that I actually got to go in Graceland.
Well, you went through?
I went through. I was performing across the street, and it was a corporate thing, and I got to go in and perform the song. I got to go in and experience Graceland. I walked through the door and just felt that presence and got so inspired that I couldn't wait to get home, and I just kept thinking that was amazing, and I wrote Amazing Graceland.
Well, tell you what, you know, we've heard this a lot, and we're helping you with that on Satellite Radio, you know that. I know it. And I think you got something, I really do. Ladies and gentlemen, she's really got a great version of Amazing Graceland. And how can they get this, Deb?
Well, you can go to my website, DeborahAllen.com, or you can go to Amazon.com or iTunes. It's It's available, and I'm just so proud. And I do want to thank you, George, so much for everything. You have really exposed the song worldwide on the Elvis Hour at Sirius XM Radio, and you know, that's just another example. And you know, Herbie gave you that wonderful award, you know, the greatest personality, but you're also,
nice,
to me, one of the greatest friends on earth. You really are.
Thank you. You'll come back, won't you?
I will.
When this goes top 10?
I will. You know what I want to do?
What?
I want to bring you, and I should have thought to do this today, I want to bring you a picture. There's a picture of you. I won the Miss McKellar Lake contest, remember?
Oh, was I a judge
when I
or
was
something?
16 years old. I don't know if you were a judge. You might have been a judge, but there's a picture of me in like a two-piece bathing suit, and you're handing me the trophy on your show.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Your talent party.
Yeah.
Your TV show. Well, Deb, girl, you've remained a wonderful person, and we appreciate you coming by today on Memphis Sounds with GK. And I just love your version of Amazing Grace, and we'll do it again,
Thank you.
okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, babe.
Bye.
Tell everybody I said hello.
I will.
Debbie Allen. Well, Deborah Allen, ladies and gentlemen, Amazing Graceland is her latest release, and she had the big hit record called Baby I Lied. It's Memphis Sounds with GK.